Namaskar, I am Shivani and a new postcard has arrived. This time it is from the scenic state of Manipur. The Manipuri dance, also referred to as the Manipuri Raas Leela or Jagoi Ras, originating from the state of Manipur, is one of the 8 major Indian classical dance forms. The dance form is imbued with the devotional themes of Bhakti Ras of Radha and Krishn and characterized by gentle eyes and soft, peaceful body movements. The facial expressions are peaceful, mostly expressing Bhakti Ras or the emotion of devotion. The dance form is based on the Hindu Shastras of Vaishnavism and is exclusively attached to the worship of Radha and Krishn. It is a portrayal of the dance of divine love of Lord Krishna with Radha and the gopis of Vrindavan, famously known as the Ras Leela. The roots of the Manipuri Raas Leela dance, as with all classical Indian dances, is the ancient Hindu Sanskrit text Natya Shastra, with influences and the cultural fusion between various local folk dance forms. With evidence of Vishnu temples in the medieval era, this dance form has been passed down verbally from generation to generation as an oral tradition. Interestingly, at a time when other Indian classical dances were struggling to shake off the stigma of decadent crudity and disrepute, the Manipuri classical dance was a top favorite with girls of respectable families. This Manipuri dance drama is for most part entirely religious and is considered to be a purely spiritual experience. It is accompanied with devotional music created with many instruments, with the beat set by the cymbals or the manjira and double-headed drum pung or Manipuri mridang of Sankirtan. The dance drama choreography shares the plays and stories of Vaishnavite Padavalis that also inspired the major Gaudiya Vaishnava related performance arts found in Assam and West Bengal. So though the term Manipuri dance is associated with the Ras Leela, Manipuri dance consists of Jagoi, Cholom and Huyen Langlon. When we look at the historical texts of Manipur have not survived into the modern era, and reliable records trace to only early 18th century. Theories about the antiquity of Manipuri Raas Leela dance rely on the oral tradition, archaeological discoveries, and references about Manipur in Asian manuscripts whose date can be better established. So the Meithei language text Bamon Huntok, which literally means Brahmin migration, states that Vaishnavism practices were adopted by the king of Manipur in the 15th century CE, arriving from Shan kingdom of Pong. Further waves of Buddhists and Hindus arrived from Assam and Bengal after the mid-16th century during Hindu-Muslim wars of Bengal Sultanate and were welcomed in Manipur. In 1704, the Meithei king Pitambar Charai Rongba adopted Vaishnavism and declared it to be the state religion. In 1717, the Meithei king Pamheba converted to Chaitanya-style devotional Vaishnavism, which emphasized singing, dancing and religious performance arts centered around Hindu god Krishna. In 1734, devotional dance drama centered around Hindu god Rama expanded Manipuri dance tradition. The Meithei king Rajarshi Bhagyachandra, also known as the Chingthang Khomba of Manipur state, adopted Gaudiya Vaishnavism, which is Krishna-oriented, documented and codified the Manipuri dance style, launching the golden era of its development and refinement. He composed 3 of the 5 types of Ras Leelas, the Maharas, the Basant Ras and the Kunj Ras, performed at the Sri Sri Govindaji temple in Imphal during his reign, and also the Achuba Bhangi Pareng dance. He designed an elaborate costume known as Kumil, the cylindrical long mini mirror embellished stiff skirt costume that makes the dancer appear to be floating. The Govinda Sangeet Leela Vilas, an important text detailing the fundamentals of the dance, is also attributed to him. Meithei king Rajarshi Bhagyachandra is also credited with starting public performances of Ras Leela and Manipuri dance in Hindu temples. In 1891, the British colonial government annexed Manipur into its empire, marking an end to its golden era of creative systemization and expansion of Manipuri dance. The Manipuri Raas Leela dance was thereafter ridiculed as immoral, ignorant, and old-fashioned like all other classical Hindu performance arts. The dance and artists survived only in temples such as the Imphaal's Sri Govinda Ji temple. The cultural discrimination was resisted and the dance revived by Indian independence movement activists and scholars, thankfully. Now, in the modern era, the classical Manipuri Raas Leela dance genre got a second life through the efforts of Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore. In 1919, he was impressed after seeing a dance composition of Goshtha Leela in Sylhet in present-day Bangladesh. He invited Guru Buddhimantra Singh, who had trained in Manipuri Raas Leela dance, as faculty to the Indian Culture and Studies Center in Shantiniketan, and consequently many celebrated gurus were invited there from time to time, creating a rich cultural synergy. Chali or Chari is the basic dance movement in Manipuri Ras dances. The repertoire and underlying play depends on the season. The dances are celebrated on full moon nights 3 times in autumn, which is August through November, and once again in spring, which is March or April. The Basanta Ras is timed with the Hindu festival of colors called Holi, while others are timed with post-harvest festivals of Diwali and others. The plays and songs recited during the dance performance center around the love and frolics between Radha and Krishna in the presence of gopis named Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra, Champakala, and many, many more. So there is a composition and dance sequence for each gopi, and the words have 2 layers of meanings, one literal and other spiritual. The longest piece of the play focuses on Radha and Krishna. The dancer playing Krishna expresses emotions while the body language and hand gestures of the gopi display their feelings such as longing, dejection, or cheer. In other plays, the Manipuri dancers are more forceful, acrobatic, and their costumes adjust to the need of the dance. Dozens of boys synchronously dance the Gopa Ras, where they enact the chores of daily life such as feeding the cows. In Udhata Akamba, states Ragini Devi, the dance is full of vigor, jumps, squats, spins, energy, and elegance. The traditional Manipuri Ras Leela is performed in 3 styles: Tal Rasak, Dand Rasak, and Mandal Rasak. The Tal Rasak is accompanied with clapping, while Dand Rasak is performed by a synchronous beat of 2 sticks, but the dancers position it differently to create geometric patterns. The gopis dance in a circle around the Krishna character in the center. The Manipuri dance comes in 2 categories: Tandav, which is the vigorous dance for the dancer who plays Krishna, and Lasya, which is the delicate dance for the dancers who play Radha and gopis. How fascinating. The Manipuri Ras Leela dance style embodies dreamy wave-like movements where one movement dissolves into the another like the waves of an ocean. The dance features rounded, soft movements of women and occasional fast movement by male characters. Unlike the other classical dance forms of India, the Manipuri dance artists do not wear anklet, bells, or ghungru, and the footwork is subdued and gentle in the Manipuri style. The stage movement is part of a composite movement of the whole body. There are 5 types of accepted Ras Leela, which are Maharas, Basantras, Kunjaras, Nityaras, and Debaras. So that's all for today. I could go on because I'm so intrigued by the unique cultural traditions of India. I'm sure so are you. Keep watching Postcards from Bharat with me.